Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Hello there. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Is this? Yeah. Clean off the desk because it's got gunk all over it. How's everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? It's Saturday night. I feel all right. We got a bunch of random stuff today. Nothing big today. It's a nice little Saturday night. I got a busy week coming up. And so I figure we got a few small little things to work on tonight. Get the Seabore ready to put back together. We got to put together the Svalier Zero. Clean your desks. Clean your desks. Got to put back together the Sovol. And we have on Tuesday, isn't it? It's Tuesday, isn't it? On Tuesday, we got Rapid this week, so I will be at Rapid this week. Anyone here win anything? Oh yeah, they had the big giveaway. Hopefully some people won. I didn't enter anything. Your losing streak. I mean, hey. Every stream here, we give away a spool of POLYMAKER filament. I guarantee you, if you enter every stream, eventually, there will be the heat death of the universe. No matter what, we're not going to avoid that. But at some point between now and the heat death of the universe, you might win a spool of filament. So enter for your chance. Link in the video description. Any experience with ambrosia? I think so. I think so. I think I might have used a spool of it at some point. So, yeah. So today we got a couple of things. One, this guy. We need to get this guy ready to put together. And before that, though, we got to put the Svalier together. So I think we'll start with the Svalier. We'll get that done so I can put it back up on the shelf here. But it's going to live here for now until we get the box turtle built. So we'll put this together, and then we'll get this on the shelf. This guy's gonna get upgraded. So for those that don't know, this is a Seabore Quad XY Voron Trident, a lot of CNC parts. We ended up swapping out the tool head for a Luke's Lab takeoff tool head with a tube and a bunch of other Gucci stuff. But we ended up running into a bit of a snag because it needed a 48 volt power supply. So we have a 48 volt power supply. And then I also have another 24 volt power supply that I stole out of another printer. So this way we can fit, wow, this is some heavy power supplies. We could pull out the bigger 24 volt power supply, and then we could hopefully fit both of these power supplies in there because we need both 24 and 48. Because it's, honestly, it's really annoying. There's a reason I don't do 48 volt hot ends. And it's simply the fact that it's annoying as shit. Or 48 volt printers. Because now you need to put a whole other power supply just for the motors. And it's like diminishing returns. So I'm like, eh. So yeah, from Tim's first drawing. Which Tim? Tim, the tool man? Which Tim? Timmy Tim? Timmy Tim? Timmy Tim. Oh, do it. Okay. I'm horrible with names, so like half the content creators I know of their like either their real name but not their online name or vice versa. I'm horrible with names. So if that's pretty, yes, we will be putting Calico on this as well. It will be getting Calico. It'll be getting Calicode at some point. So we got to put this all back together now. So how did this go with? You went like that. Let's put this in here. So how's everyone doing today? Everyone having a good weekend? If you missed it, we did a I snuck in a cheeky little Twitch stream earlier today because full disclosure, I am completely sucked into the Detroit Become Human playthrough. If you're not following on the Twitch channel, I have a Twitch channel. We play video games on Twitch occasionally. I'm trying to do it more this year. There was a period where I streamed like twice a week for almost a year on that channel. We got pretty far on a Baldur's Gate playthrough, but then it kind of petered out. It happens, stuff happens. But we're back at it. We're back at it. I'm trying to get the channel back alive. And part of that is playing video games on it. So we're playing Detroit Become Human, and that game has sucked me in. That game has sucked me in. I am invested in it. So if you're into that sort of thing, join the Twitch channel, sub to it, or follow. It's follow on Twitch, right? Follow on Twitch. Subscribe if you're cool on Twitch. And then there's also I have a YouTube channel for backing up the VODs and whatnot, so it's on there too. It's hard for me to judge. So I've only played it, I'm playing it for the first time, but I have seen other people play it. But the playthroughs that I've seen of other people playing it were pretty much, like I only saw one playthrough essentially. So I'm pretty, I should be good in terms of how do I word it? I've already deviated so much from the playthrough that I saw that it's like a relatively new game for me. Yes, some of the major plot points, because there are some things that are pretty spoilery. Like there are some M. Night Shyamalan twists. But for the most part, I think I'm still good in terms of like, oh, wow, this is really annoying. Yeah, because that goes there. Maybe I should do this. Okay, can you come here? Oh wow, this is annoying. Okay, maybe. Did you get glued in place? You're glued in place. I hate companies that glue these in place. You don't need to glue everything in place. Jeez. Not everything has to be glued in place. Well, hopefully we got room. Hopefully we got room. We'll see in a minute. We will see in a minute. Oh, I'm putting it back together. We took the panels off in a stream, and now we're just I'm just throwing them back on. Yeah, we're just putting it back together right now. Ambrosia is pretty good, but I've struggled with it. Very hygroscopic. Pure ABS is pretty hygroscopic. You'll find like POLYMAKER ABS doesn't suck up a lot of water because their Polylite ABS isn't really true ABS. That's kind of why. Real ABS is pretty hygroscopic. So if you're finding your ABS isn't sucking up water, it's not really ABS. Not saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's a blend. At least for my experience in the trade. Yeah, it's ABS plus, yeah. There seems to be like a trend right now in 3D printing where it's like, try to make things easier, but when in trying to make things easier, you're taking some penalties in some categories in terms of like performance and capabilities and whatnot. Because it's like, oh, we need to make it, you know, easier for the users because, you know, we're trying to make this, you know, hobby for everyone now. And it's like, maybe we should hold back on some stuff. No, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I've used their ABS in a lot of builds. It's good stuff. It's just, you gotta be aware. It's not pure ABS. It is a mix. It's a blend. Think I'm using the right screws for this? We'll find out. Linus, your things are coming off. I hate screwing it into plastic because I'm always worried that, there we go. Are we good? We're good. We're good. Okay. First way I used getting wet was Hatchbox. Oh yeah, Hatchbox isn't too bad as long as it's good. Like you got to make sure it's dry and good to go. If it's not, you're gonna have a bad day. There's some kind of brand of ABS that has lower that does. It depends what kind of properties you're looking to get out of it, because you might not always need the super high, or not super high. Like, for example, eSun ABS Plus, the original recipe for it before they changed it and it kind of went to shit. It was really good ABS, and yeah, it wasn't pure ABS. It definitely was an ABS Plus blend, but you had the advantage of it was extremely easy to print with, and you only lost like margin of error, like you only lost a couple degrees temperature resistant. So depending on what you were planning to use it for, which a lot of people use it for printer parts, you were still fine with it. Like it still worked fine. So yeah, I haven't bought Hatchbox in forever either. Hatchbox was like early day 3D printing, before like POLYMAKER became popular and every brand started white labeling POLYMAKER and calling it their own brand. Like before Filament and all that. I remember those days. I remember those days. We are going to have to figure out why the Wi-Fi isn't working. I can't seem to get the Wi-Fi to connect on this, so we're going to have to do some shenanigans once we get these panels on and probably SSH into it. Let's see if I can figure it out. Not this one, this one. Oh, is everything plugged in? Yes. Solutech. I remember Solutech. I remember that brand. Postal deal. So, I mean, it's Canada. Shipping in Canada will always suck no matter what. Believe me, it sucks. Like, for those that don't know, the original Voron Red is Hatchbox ABS Plus, or ABS Red. Like, that is the original Voron Red, is Hatchbox ABS. Hard time with Wi-Fi too, then you realize the printer has to be on before inserting the USB and it works. Oh, maybe that's it? You have to turn it on, then put, okay, well, we'll try that. Need to get to work modding, and what's wrong with it? Why do you gotta mod it? I mean, it's a DIY machine, so is it really modding when it's a DIY machine? You're just building it the way you want. Is it modding? Who am I? Where am I? What am I? And what ABS do you buy now? I haven't bought Filament in a while. POLYMAKER hooked me up with a crap ton of Filament last year, and I've also got a bunch of Prusa on hand and whatnot, so I'm pretty good on Filament for a while, I'll be honest. People are having issues with the Zero already. What kind of issues? I mean, is it for sale yet? I know it's for sale. I thought it was only like review units out though. I didn't know if they actually started shipping these to customers. And like, I'll be honest, I haven't run into many issues with this, but I haven't printed with it a ton. Like, the fact that there's no proper profile for it yet in a slicer is kind of annoying. Error code 111, I have no idea what that is. Okay, back panel on. Belt path has problems. I mean, it's Core XY. Pretty much a V0 belt path. The only difference is tensioning is slightly different. I believe tensioning is at the front in this. Yeah, tensioning on this is at the front, I believe. Because the belt path is... Oh, shoot. Stuck my magnet. 1 second. Stuck my... Yeah. Gotta be careful with the... There we go. Nero doesn't buy any, he's bathed in it. In a decade he will be. So fun fact, I used to work in a mold shop, for those that don't know, tool and mold shop, and I pretty much had unlimited access to as much ABS pellet, like resin, as I could get my hands on, right? Because whenever we do a tryout, we'd always have leftover filament or leftover resin. So like the Gaylord of thousands and thousands of pellets of, you know, raw plastic, and we would throw them out. We would just chuck them in the garbage. And I asked the guy who ran the tryout bay, I'm like, hey, if I wanted to, can I have some of this, you know, can I have some resin? And he's like, honestly, I don't care. It's going in the garbage. If you want to grab a bag of it or whatever, as long as it's on this side of the floor, like the, we don't need this anymore side of the floor, yeah, go ahead, grab some. Just don't make it obvious, like do it on off shift or whatever. And I'm like, cool. So I did the math at the time. This is when I was relatively new to 3D printing. I did the math. I'm like, even with basically free raw material, would it be worth it for me to buy a DIY filament extrusion line, like a Filmmaker or whatever, like the popular filament line, like the at-home filament producing machines were in, like, let's say 2020-ish. And I did the math, and it wasn't worth it. It wasn't, even with free raw material, free ABS resin. Now, granted, this would not have been ABS resins that's designed for filament extrusion. This is more ABS resin designed for injection molding, but it would still work. So even with basically unlimited free raw material, it wasn't worth it for me to buy a filament extruder. For the amount that I printed and the amount that I would need to print to offset the cost of it, plus the electricity, plus potential wastage due to under-spec filament coming out and whatnot, it wasn't worth it for me to drop however much it was for a filament extrusion line at home with free raw material. So that's why anytime I see these like startups that try to claim like, oh, a filament recycler, it's super awesome, you totally need this, I'm like, yeah, no, you don't. Nah. For justifying that, good luck. Swing, sparkle, sparkle. Oh. Wait, pretend you don't see this, right? Swing. Okay. So yeah, so if it's, you know, for somebody who has free unlimited raw material and it's still not worth getting a filament extrusion line, how did I get this in there? I'm gonna slice my hands open doing this. Ah, there we go. Like, I am gonna slice my fingers open doing that. Yeah, the big problem is quality control. The biggest problem with making film at home is simply the quality control aspect. It's, if you don't have the QC locked down, like, here's the thing. Like at the time I was looking into it because I was doing printed forward, right? For Voron, right? I was doing Voron printed forward at the time. So I was like, I'm printing a lot. But the problem is, unless I can guarantee that the filament that comes out of that extruder, at-home extruder, was within spec, that I can guarantee all the prints that I print out of it are within spec and it doesn't jam my machine and clog it up. It's like, yeah, it wasn't, the math didn't math, which sucked, but it's true. The math didn't math. I think I used the wrong screws. I think I used the long screws were supposed to be for fan, but I don't think it really matters that much. So yeah, it's one of those things that, like, when you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, make my own filament line, make my own filament, this will be great, blah, blah, blah. And then like you start doing the math and it's like, yeah, no, for like 20 bucks, I could just get a spool of POLYMAKER that I know works and I'll never have to worry about it not working. So it's like, okay. There we go. Okay. So apparently to get the Wi-Fi to work, you have to turn it on, then plug in the key. Where did I put the Wi-Fi dongle at? Did I lose it? I might have lost it. Oh, no, it's over here. It's actually plugged into my computer. So you're supposed to turn it on, then plug it in. And then it pulls the Wi-Fi from that. Files, save. Okay, so that's the Wi-Fi info. Let's plug it in and see how it works. Behold, it is booting. Don't fall on me. Don't Uncle Jess me. Aurora Tech got Aurora Tech got their Orca profile to work. I couldn't get it to work. I'm just waiting for the profile to be available in Orca Slicer default, I'll be honest. Where's the best place to get bulk depth in it? I'm currently running Bamboo Labs filament. Ardenbacher. TLDR, Bamboo Lab filament is POLYMAKER filament. I believe they actually might be trying to produce them in-house now, but it's the same filament. Wherever you can get filament cheap. Like, here's the problem, Arden. I'm in Canada, so I don't know where you can get bulk filament in wherever country you're at cheap. Usually what I recommend is wait for a company to do a sale and stock up, because filament is one of those things, as long as you keep it in a cool, dry location and in its bag still, it should last a while, at least a couple years. So when filament goes on sale, stock up. Simple as that. When filament goes on sale, stock up. And if you are going to stock up, make sure you use the affiliate links in the video description below. Help out the channel and don't cost you anything extra. But yeah, if filament goes on sale, stock up. Just stock up. You'll use it eventually. So. There we go. So apparently I plug in this and then the Wi-Fi updates maybe. So I need the Wi-Fi working so I can. Advanced, show IP. It's not showing IP information. Back. It is not working. I mean, we could just SSH into it. I'll just SSH into it and set up the Wi-Fi over whatchamacallit. Where is the thingamabobber? There's the doohickey. There's the doohickey. Make me go the long way around. And what I'm gonna do is block this up. because I want this for ABS. I haven't printed ABS on this yet. Okay. Are you online? You are online. Okay, so what is Sovol Zero GitHub? What is Sovol's what would be the stupid PDF? Oh, that's all in Chinese. Would it be BQ? No, what would it be? What would be the SSH password? What would it be? I'm trying to remember what it is, what it was for the SV08. MKS at Sovol. We're in. Okay. What's the Wi-Fi setup thingamabobber? Or no, it wouldn't be Raspberry. It'd be, shoot, what is it? An M2E? There we go. Activate a connection. Okay, so let's not do that on that. Connecting. Okay. Let me double check here. Let me pull this out. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Information. Control. Nope. Back. Information. Move filament advanced, show IP. Oh, there we go. 1 second, edit. 110.218. 192.168.110.218. There we go. There we go. Tony! Cheers. There we go. We're in. Okay, I gotta take out some filament. I'll take that filament out. Let me put the lid on. And then we are going to print some abs with it. Or something, I don't know. I just want to get the filament out of it right now before we go too far. There we go. See how much nicer it is now that I actually have the light in there? We actually have the light on. I can actually see what's going on inside of the machine. It is no longer some sort of proverbial ghost in the shell. There we go. There we go. There we go. So we're going to extrude 5, extrude. And then we're going to retract. Retract. What is the best option for DIY multi-material? Depends what you're looking to do. Depends what you're looking to do. What is your budget? What is your budget? And here is the question. Do you want to do multi-material or multicolor? Multi-material or multicolor? I need to know what you want to do, multi-material or multicolor, because depending on what you want to do is going to dictate what I'm going to recommend. Because if you want to do multicolor, something like an enraged rabbit carrot feeder, something like a box turtle, or heck, if you just want to do 2 colors, just do a Y splitter with 2 separate extruders. There's quite a few different things if you want to do multicolor. If you want to do multi-material, you're looking at something like a tap changer, a stealth changer, or some sort of tool changer. I'm a big proponent of not calling these systems, MMUs, AMSs, whatever, not calling them multi-material because they're not really good at multi-material. They are more multicolor setups. So same type of filament throughout, but you can play around with the colors. So. Okay, shut down. There we go. CMY Keith gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Best way to support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do is become a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool like Keith, gifting memberships to others. Also, if you are thirsty, go buy some gamer subs, use code Canuck, save 10% off your order today. Delicious. I use lithium 1.5. Where do you buy it? By buy, you mean borrowed from work about 6 years ago? It's a 2. I don't even know, because this is what I have left. This is the grease I use. It is something PM460. It's just NLG 1.5 white lithium grease. I had a giant tube of it. It has lasted me, I don't know, years, because I borrowed it from work. And by borrowed, I mean I just took it because we had we had boxes of this stuff. So it's like, oh, I need a white lithium grease for grease. I use this on guns. I use this on, this is just my generic grease if I need to grease stuff. I have door hinges in my house that squeak that I put this shit. I put this shit on everything. But what you do is you go get one of these little grease cans and you fill it up so you can mini grease gun. Levi and Frank Osborne, thank you for becoming members. Okay, so this is now done-ish. You're gonna live up here for now, because you are heavy. There we go. You live there. Okay, so that is that. Next we're gonna move on to this guy. So we gotta move the box turtle. You're gonna live over here for now. What are you? What are you? You are important. I'll put you there for now. What is all this stuff? What is this stuff? I don't know. What is this? Oh, this is for that. What is this? This is, okay, this is all box turtle stuff. Okay, don't want to lose this. That's all box turtle stuff. Don't lose the box turtle stuff. We need the box turtle stuff for box turtling. Can't box turtle without the box turtle. Garbage, garbage. Box, turtle, box stuff. Is the form box turtle kit okay? I have no idea. I can't provide any input on it because I personally have no idea. Honestly, I'm just realizing they have a kit. Yeah. So I can't really comment on it, unfortunately, because I literally have no idea. 2 syringes of Mobilux, and I think buy-sell channel. Here's the thing with grease with a 3D printer. It is a 3D printer. The step from no grease to grease is a pretty damn big step. The step between the different types of greases, from like a generic white lithium to like the most Gucciest Mobilux, you know, premium lubrication, it's probably like margin of error difference, let's be honest. I like grease that's a little bit thicker because it tends to last a little bit longer, I find. And I'm lazy and I don't like rebuilding machines often. So I just kind of roll with, you know, also it helps that I had it already. Half the reason I use that grease is because I had a giant tube of it already. And it's like, well, I already have it. I might as well use it. Got a bunch of stuff back here I gotta clean up. Okay, let's move this. And yes, this is a Gamer Shop shirt I'm wearing. There we go. Okay. So there's some stuff in here I can unplug, I think. Because I believe this tool head is CAN bus we will be using for this. I gotta find the box for all this stuff too. I think it's, is it over here? Yeah, I gotta find all the, oh, I think they're all up there. Yeah, this is all the components. So I think it's all CAN bus. So I think I can get rid of this stupid breakout board that I was using in here. Had this stupid breakout thing because I don't think I need this. So, on this today, we're not doing anything crazy. I know we have to play around with the tool head because I forgot to put the PTFE in it. But today, I think I just want to get the power supplies in here, which is going to be annoying because, what are this for? 24 volt in. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little shenanigans here. I'm getting rid of this curtain air fan. I don't like curtain air fans personally. I'm getting rid of it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with curtain air on this machine. This machine's gonna be printing mostly ABS and other enclosed plastics. It doesn't need curtain air. Plus, I'm pretty sure this is gonna provide way more cooling than this fragile setup. Yeah, I just broke it right off. Spring has hit Portland, Oregon. It's starting. We're trying to get some spring weather here. I'm hoping it comes soon because, like, shoot. You know what? You know what? I don't know where you go to. I'm gonna have to unplug all this. It's gonna be annoying. Okay. Yeah, come on. Yeah, because we're gonna have to redo a bunch of wiring on this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because we got to do a bunch of wiring on here because we're gonna go to 48 volt now. For some of these motors, or at least the tool head needs to go to 48 volt. Is this it? Yeah, this is this. Okay. Zip ties in here. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Look at this workstation. What a complete slob. Yeah. Tornado season. Somebody called Bill Paxton. Rip. Dude, I saw the, I completely forgot they were making a new Tron movie, and I saw the trailer for Tron Ares today. And believe me, I was so hyped. I was so hyped until I saw frickin' what's his face. Until I saw frickin' Morbius. And I was like, really? Jared Leto? Really? That guy? Really? You couldn't bring back like the characters from the first or the second movie? Freaking Jared Leto. Ugh. Like, I'm sure he can act, but he just doesn't rub me the right way. I don't know. I'm sure he's a fine actor. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen him in stuff where he was good. It's just, when I see him, I'm like, Jared Leto. Because he's like, he's one of those weird method actors, I think. Like, I got nothing against people who method act. But some people are just like too like lost in the sauce about it, and I think he's one of them. At least he's not like Russell Brand, where he's a cult leader and didn't like you just charge him with like stuff you're not supposed to do. So he deserves a razzle. It's a Razzie. Okay, so we got that. What else do I got to do? Okay, so shoot. So we got these drivers. Now, I can't remember what drivers this has. What's this have for drivers? Can I plug in all the drivers to 48 volts on this? Because I have motor power and power. I'll be honest, it's been a hot minute since I've wired up anything for 48 volts. So I'm trying to remember how to do this to make sure I don't, you know, do it wrong. So for drivers, what do we got here? What do we got here? We got 2 big ones. So we got 4 big ones and 3 little guys here. I think these are 2209s. Yeah, those are 2209s. Can you feed 2209s 48 volts? Can you feed 2209s 48 volts? Or is there a jumper? I think there's a jumper on this board. I think there's a jumper I can select. Yeah, it's a Manta M8P. Let me see here. Manta M8P. I think there's a jumper though that I can set. Let's see here. Which version do I have here? Version 2.0. Manta manual. Okay, where's a pinout? Okay. So there. Okay. Oh, 1 second. Let me just download this. Yeah, max out 2209s is, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't run them. How do I zoom in? Okay, let's see. So high volt, what is this? So it's this jumper back here. So right now they're all set for, they're all on the left. They're all on the left. So they're all over like here and here. So that's high voltage. So let me see, is there stepper? Okay, here we go. That's that. Where is TMC? No, I want, where's, oh, here you go, voltage selection. Okay, so high volt and VBB. So what's VBB mean? So I'm assuming if I do, okay, so high volt means it's, okay. So VBB, I'm assuming is, it pulls from the normal power. It doesn't explain it. Why doesn't it explain it? Yeah, so VBB would be main. Oh, I see, high volt is right here, okay. And VBB is this. Okay, so I need to switch these 3 right here. These 3 to VBB. And then these ones can stay high volt, and then I could plug in 48 volts to this. Okay, that makes sense. So let's do that. Swap these over. If I can get them out. Okay. One. These tweezers have like no grip. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. 2. 3. Okay. So that is that. Yeah, no, 20, yeah. Yeah, no, 2209s can't handle it. But these bigger drivers, I can't remember what these bigger ones are. These bigger ones are, let me just pull one out here. Sure, it says it somewhere. These are 5160s. So 5160s can take 48 volts, I'm assuming. Right? I'm assuming. I'm assuming 5160s. These are Big Tree Tech 5160T. I'm assuming they could take 48 volts. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. So now we need to rewire this. So motor power is coming out. So much for my very nice wiring. There we go. You know I'm going to be reusing this in a second. I just want to make sure I unplug the right ones. Okay. So this guy comes out. And then this guy comes out. Okay. So that is that. Come on. Come on. I mean, you know what? I give them credit for using some nice gauged wire for this. Come on. There we go. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we got that. You have 5160 Pro, you can do 40 volt, but the regular 36. Is there, how do you know which ones are which? Well, they're BTT 5160T. They're these guys. TT Pro. How do you know which ones are which? Shit. They just say 5160T. How do you tell which one's which? Because they have this big honking heatsink glued on the top. See, it says Pro right there, but what is it? It's on the bottom. Mine just say 51 TMC 5160T V1.0. There's no labeling on the top. Yeah, it says right here for T, supply voltage only goes up to 35. Not good more than, yeah. So, Let me see here. I might have some downstairs. Let me go take a look downstairs, see what I got downstairs. Let me go double check what I have downstairs. Let's see what we have downstairs. Let me go down here. Let's see, what do we have down here? I think I have some higher voltage stuff down here. High volt 5160s. These are Isaac. Got 1, 2. What are these? 2 of these. What are these guys? 2209s. What are these guys? On 60s. These are unlabeled. Yeah, shoot. This is the problem. I've got a bunch of random drivers here, but none of them are. These are all 2209s. They're all 2209s. They're all 2209s. These are randomly unlabeled ones. What are you? You are okay. Nope, not you. This one, nope. 2160s. You. What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Who are you? What are you? 2209s. 2209s. Oh, what's in the box? Oh, I think we might. Okay, I got 5160 high volts. Got 1, 2, 5160 high volts. I got 2, 3. Got 3 5160 high volts from Physec. I only got 3. I only have 3. Really? Only 3. Not, oh, wait, no. Nope, these are, nope. Yeah, okay, great. I have 3 of them. Not more than 3, not less than 3. I have 3. That is kind of useless. Kind of useless to have 3. Yep. Why would I have 3? Maybe in one of these boxes? Oh. What are you? Nope. 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 That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I don't even have heat sinks. Nope, nope. That ain't gonna work. Shoot. Yep, nope. That ain't gonna work. Well, there goes that idea. There goes that. Yeah, so I have, funnily enough, put a picture in the Discord. Yeah, mine don't look like that. Mine look like the problem is I can't see anything on the top because they have a big old thing over it. I've got these Physec 5160 high volts, but I only have 3 of them. So that's kind of useless. Oops, turn my monitor off. 1 second here for the monitor reboot. Yeah, see, so mine, see, let me grab one of these off again. Oh, where'd I put it? Yeah. Yeah, they're just TMC 5160Ts. It just says T1, see, mine looks exactly like this. TMC 5160T. It looks exactly like this. Doesn't say Pro. It just said, mine looks exactly like that. It's got 4 MOSFETs on the top. It's got 4 MOSFETs on the top. But the problem is the chip itself, I can't see, the problem is my eyes are shit. Yeah, it looks exactly like this. It looks exactly like this. See, it's not yellow. Means it's Pro. So we should be okay. Yeah, see, there's four MOSFETs on the top. Oh, here we go. So the Pro, mine doesn't look like this at all on the bottom. Oh, I see. On the top, it's got 3 MOSFETs. Or no, it's got 4. They're just arranged differently. Mine, they're arranged like this. TMC 5150. Okay. So are we gonna roll a dice and assume it's good for? I would just look for the yellow caps and the 2 pins. What do you mean? What do you mean the yellow caps? What do you mean the yellow caps? See the 2 pins? I mean, it's got the 2 extra pins in. It's got the 2 extra pins in. So if it's got the 2 extra pins in, it's got to be, right? The Pro has 2 large capacitors on the bottom. I mean, here. And then on the top, it says TMC 5160. Not Pros, yeah. So they're not Pros. See, I got people going, it's Pros, and then I go, people saying it's not Pros. Yeah, yours says Pro on the bottom. So I'm assuming these are not Pros. I mean, it would have been nice if, I mean, here, let me, what is this? This is the Seabore Quad XY Trident. Well, because there's versions of, so the thing we're trying to figure out, there's versions of the 5160s that can run at 48 volts and some that can't. Simple as that. I mean, they're Big Tree Tech. Yeah, see, I think the package they sent me are just 5160Ts, not 5160T Pros. So yeah, so I don't think we can do high voltage on this guy. I don't think we can do high voltage on this guy for the XY motion. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I don't think we can do high voltage. I'm not gonna risk high voltage. I'm not gonna risk it. I am not gonna risk it, I don't think. It's not worth it. Because we don't know for sure what it's even doing. So we're not gonna risk it. Yeah, I'm gonna still need 48 volts for the tool head. Yeah, 48 volts is still required. So I'm still gonna need 48 volts. But what we got to do now, where is all this stuff for? What are these for? Oh, those are for the back fans. That's right. Here, the Pro ones, see the disc core? I have the Pro ones, what? Okay, the problem is though, like, you can't really trust images. Like, where's that? Yeah, I see an image. Yeah, that's just an image. Like that, the 2 extra pins at the bottom. I know it has the 2 extra pins, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. Simple as that. It's not worth the risk. Have a spare heatsink? Not that kind of heatsink. Not that kind of heatsink I have a spare of, I don't think. Okay. I don't know what these are for. What are these for? Where do these guys go? Oh, that's the CAN bus. So let's... Or CAN bus wire. I think I gotta... Yeah, pull you under here. And I gotta pour CAN bus wire. CAN bus, go by. There we go. CAN bus, go by. I'll check if I got with my kit in the Pros. Okay, yeah, let me know. Like, the problem is, like, different manufacturers, you can't really trust that they're exactly the same. How is this held on? Is this held on with... Is this screwed in? It is screwed in. Okay, so now we need to unscrew our power supply. I'm hoping everything's screwed together on this. I did not check to see if how secured everything was when I just started doing this, so hopefully everything's good. There we go. Okay, so that is that. Here is our random brand 350 volt or 350 watt 24 volt power supply. We are replacing it with these two, which unfortunately means I'm probably going to have to how are we going to fit this? They fit perfectly. Like, they just fit perfectly in here. They're really tight against this, but they do fit in there. So with a little VHB, they'll be good. Problem is, I gotta move it all around. I'm gonna have to move stuff. I'm gonna have to shift this. Ah, shoot, that's gonna be annoying. Because the power outs are on this side. And the power ins on this side, and the switch is there. How are we gonna do this? Okay, so actually, I'm gonna switch this around because these guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me move this up here because, oh, perfect. Oh no, my beautiful wires. My beautiful wire, my rat's nest, my beautiful rat's nest. Okay. Perfect. So now I will put this in like this. The one goes here, and then the other one will go right there, and they'll both fit there. Okay. Why go through the trouble of making a mount when we have VHB? Why mount it properly when we could just glue it down with very high bond tape? You have no idea how many printers I have where the power supplies are held on with nothing but tape. We'll say the annoying thing though about these is the terminals are kind of small, so getting uh-oh. Uh-oh. My screw. There we go. I mean, VHB is a pretty good tape, let's be honest. I'm gonna have to go buy some new spades though, because these require like small spades, and the only ones I have are these big Chungus guys. So I won't be able to wire it up tonight, I don't think, because all the spade terminals I have are kind of big. Unless we want to, you know what? We'll just hodgepodge it. I'll make it work. I'll just use the other type of terminal. Okay, let me spin this around here. So you're gonna go right there. So first, I'm gonna have to clean this bottom here, because the last thing we need is to glue something on and it not stick. What? Joel's here? Where's Joel at? Oh, hey, Joel. Hey. Everyone say hi, Joel. Yeah, Tuesday. Next week is Rapid TCT and 3D print. Yeah. It's gonna be the second TCT event I'm visiting in a month. And on the bright side, this time I don't need to go to a hotel. I had a mini panic attack today. Not a panic attack, but I had like a mini, like, you know how when you go like, oh shit, and then you're like, you quickly realize you're about to panic over nothing? Because I was like, oh shit, Rapid's in like 2 days and I haven't packed anything. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I could be there in 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes from my house. Like it's literally, what time does the event start even? I don't even know, what time does the event start? Rapid TCT. What time does it even start at? April 8th to 10th. What time does it start though? Tuesday, like 9 a.m. Attend. Hours and location. There you go. Oh, it starts at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Oh, that's the event. Okay, the floor is open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the thing is, are you ready? I drive down this road here. Okay, I drive down this road here. I come up this road here. There's a tunnel. I get in the tunnel. Okay. The tunnel kicks me out right here. And then I drive to Huntington Place and it's there. It's literally like, it's like 30 minutes from my house. for the first time. Like, it's the only event I could just go to. I don't have to like drive for a day or fly in a plane and rent a hotel. No, I just go there. And then when the event's done for the day, I go home and sleep in my own bed. It's great. It's the only event I can do that with. Better get the burner phone. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine going to America. Okay, we'll do the 28 volt there, and we'll do the 48 volt in the back. Yeah, so we'll do that. So yeah, it's the short commute for me. Although I was kind of tempted to get a hotel for at least the Tuesday night, because I know there's an event. You're probably going to the same, probably invited to the same event on the Tuesday night. And the thing is, like, yeah, there's probably you go for dinner and drinks and whatnot. So it's like, yeah, I won't be getting back till late, and then I got to get up early. But it's like, yeah, it's right there. It's right there. The same event, yeah. Okay, so 48 volt. So I'll probably be getting home late, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's funny because Rapid is the first. This will be like kind of a not a coming home kind of thing, but Rapid TCT 2022, I think it was the first 3D printing event I ever covered. The very first 3D printing event I ever went to. I met Joel there for the first time. It was Rapid in Detroit. So. And then I missed last year's because it was in California, and that trip was not viable for me. Prison in El Salvador. I hope I don't go to prison in El Salvador. I mean, I have a tattoo, but it's pretty obviously not a, it's a maple leaf on my back. Where did I put my tweezers? Tweezers. Ah, there we go. Are you doing the, Joel, you're just doing the interviews on the floor like you do every year, right? Do you have anything else planned for it? I swear, VHP tape is so good, but peeling off the stupid backer is the most annoying part in the world. For me, Rapid activations at Formlab booth and EOS booth, plus some booth interface. Okay, so you're filming some stuff there too. Okay, I gotta get the Pocket Osmo all charged up again. Try and get someone to send you metal SLS. Dude, I would love for somebody to send me a metal SLS printer. The unfortunate thing is I'm a realist. Those machines cost too much. My channel does not have enough cred, and I do not have the facilities to properly utilize a metal SLS printer. Let's be honest. Although I'm still holding out to see what happens from the Ghost of Micronics with the who's it, Formbot bottom or whatever. You'll want the new Formlabs thing, dude. Well, Joel, when we get there, when we meet up, we'll make sure we get in a good word, and maybe we get one. Yeah, post-processing is a critical thing. Like, I'm setting up the other side of my garage for like a dirty area to get the CNC set up and the laser set up. Plus, I need room for that 600 millimeter Voron. So I need more room over there, but yeah. Formlabs. Yeah, I know Formlabs purchased Micronics. I know that. I'm just wondering what is coming out of that. There we go. Good old VHB tape. That's a jet. Okay, take care, Joel. Freaking Sam Prentice is already in Detroit. He's already there. I'm like, Sam, what are you doing in Detroit already? Like, it's Detroit. Why are you early in Detroit? There's not there. I mean, there is stuff to do in Detroit. It's not as bad as it used to be. Actually, Detroit has cleaned, especially the downtown core of Detroit, has gentrified quite a bit over the last little bit. So it's not exactly like RoboCop Detroit. It's not as bad as it used to be. But yeah. Adam Savage's video showing him setting up his sintered nylon was like, yeah, they have the same. I think Adam Savage has the same nylon printer as Linus Media Group has. So I remember seeing that when I was there last year. Oh, hey Steve, you just missed Joel. Go. Yeah, like here, let me just quickly check this. I can't do it here, but view larger map. So let's see. So directions from home. So for my house to where the event is at for Rapid, if I leave right now, it's 33-minute drive. And that's including crossing the border. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool because it's like, I don't think this doxes any of my info. I think we're good, yeah. So you come up across the, you come up out of the tunnel, okay? The Renaissance Center, or whatever the hell it's called now, the GM Center is right here. So you come up out of the tunnel, you take a left here on Jefferson Avenue, and then the parking garage is underneath the building right here, and here's Huntington Place, where the event is. So it's like literally you cross the border, you go through customs, you turn left, and you're in the event. Although I think you gotta do like some weird like turn right, turn left kind of thing to get around. But yeah, it's basically, you just go right here and you drive into the event. It's right there. So it's actually kind of nice. For once, I have a short commute to an event. It's actually nice. Motors at 40 for a lower motor driving current. Yes, when you run motors at a higher voltage, it's lower amperage, and the motors run cooler, and you can put a little bit more torque on them. The thing is, you're going to see a much bigger difference going from 12 to 24 than 24 to 48. This is going to be tight, but should fit. Yeah, there we go. That fits. Talk about fitment. Toit like a toiga. There we go. Wow, that's a great view. There you go. Behold, both power supplies are in. So now we got to wire this up. I am also already in Detroit. I want to go play more Detroit Become Human. I've been playing it on the Twitch. And you know what, here, I'm gonna take this opportunity to shill my Twitch channel. Once again, /Neuro 3D, is that the right one? There you go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, go follow my Twitch channel. Go follow my Twitch channel. We've been playing Detroit Become Human on it. And it's fun. It is a fun playthrough. It is stupidly fun, this game. So go sub to my Twitch channel. The goal is to try and do at least 1 or 2 game streams a week on Twitch. Mondays and like either Mondays and Wednesdays or Mondays and Thursdays, whatever it ends up being. But I stuck in a stream today because I wanted to. Because I'm like, I want to play this game. Is it solo? It's a single player game. Detroit Become Human is a single player game. But it is a very good single player game. Okay, so we're gonna have to cut these here. So I'm trying to remember which color was which. It was a good idea I took pictures of this before I did this. It's a story game. Detroit Become Human is a story game. It's a Quantic Realms, I think, is the company that makes it. It's an interactive story game. Okay, there we go. So brown is live, blue is neutral, yellow is ground. Okay, so where is my marker? So brown is live. Blue is neutral. That is ground. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to need to strip some wires. Where's my wire strippers? Oh, okay. I just I'm about to cut mains wire. I better make sure the printer is not plugged in, and obviously it's not, but for a second there, my brain almost went, you do something stupid now, aren't you? What controller? I have like an 8-bit Nintendo controller, like one of the it's 8-bito, whatever they're called, controllers. I honestly, when I play computer games, I normally play mouse and keyboard, but some games like Elden Ring and whatnot, I play with a controller, and this game seems to be, I don't know, more of a controller game. It's got Hall effect sensors. I don't know. It was like 50 bucks. It was on sale. It was 50 bucks. It has Hall effect sensors, and it's wireless. Like, I'll be honest, I don't use it that often. Like, I use it like playing Ace Combat or like that sort of thing. But for the most part, whenever I play computer games, I usually play with mouse and keyboard. Helldivers 2 when? I haven't played Helldivers 2 since last year. It's been a while since I played Helldivers 2. The problem with Helldivers is that game I can only play when I'm playing with people I know. Like, it's a game I can't play with randos. So it's like, I only found it as fun as I was like playing with other people. The problem is, like, I played it for a bunch. I had fun. It's a fun game. Don't get me wrong. Helldivers is a fun game. But, like, those kind of games only keep me entertained for so long, I think. Like, I can only stay invested in games like that for so long, and then I just kind of lose interest. I don't know if it's, like, me getting all old. But it's like, for me now, games like need a good story to keep me entertained. Like, I can't stand grindy games anymore. Like, for me, for a game to be interesting to me, it's like, I gotta be invested in it. And I'm realizing more and more it's like story games. Games with like story. Probably why I have like 600 hours in frickin' Baldur's Gate. Trade is kind of pricey. I picked it up on sale. It goes on sale every now and then for like 15 bucks. I picked it up on sale for 15 bucks. So you can get it on sale. When it goes on sale, pick it up on sale. Will these fit? Yeah, these will fit. Okay. So that, and then, so. Let's see here. So. Horizon Zero Dawn. I might play that game. The problem with Horizon Zero Dawn is I don't think I played it, but I did watch like somebody play it or something. Yeah, it's definitely not a game for everyone. It's very much an interactive story more than anything. But I'm invested. What are the specs of this build? It is a Trident with CNC parts and a bunch of other Gucci add-ons, and it's all-wheel drive. But this is this is a very non-standard build. I have a dedicated playlist for this build. It's the Seabore Trident build series. But we're not really on the build series right now. We're kind of doing a completely different thing because we've swapped out the whole tool head and we're doing some upgrades. But right now I'm just wiring in new power supplies because we're switching it up to high voltage. Because the tube is hungry. The tube is hungry and the tube wants more volts. So we're gonna go ahead and give it what it wants. Okay. Live. I mean, I have some big honking heaters from the mold shop days. So if you guys want, I can always put in a 1,000 watt, 230 volt heater, but I don't think it's gonna fit. I'll try, but I don't think it's gonna fit. I don't even know where I put it at. Where did I put it at? Where did I put that big chunkin' boy? Where'd I put that boy at? I don't know where I put it. Somewhere. Yeah, it's a 300 bed. 300 by 300 by 250, I believe, on this machine. And it's all-wheel drive. And it's all CNC motor parts. The plan was to make this a more higher temp machine, so for like nylons and whatnot. But we'll see, because we also do have, you know, the Pantheon. So the Pantheon kind of... Now comes the part where I realize if this works or not. I don't think this will work. Shoot. That ain't gonna work. One second here. So the goal here is to get both of these in here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Shoot. How am I gonna make this work? How am I gonna make this work? I'm gonna have to get spades. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get proper size spades for this. I was hoping I could kind of cheat and just do like these kind of connectors, like just have the barrel, like the barrel crimp, and just kind of put one on each side and then screw it down. But because of these are the UHB power supplies, there's not as much room. So I would basically have to take these off and go bare wire in, which I don't want to do bare wire. So I'm gonna have to go buy some new. Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna have to buy some proper smaller spade connectors for this to work. So we shall regroup. but not today. Not today. Those over there so I don't lose them. Okay. Okay. I think that's enough for now. I will put this back on. I gotta remember to wire 24 volts back into that. Don't accidentally put all the volts back into that. Unless I can find some high temp or high volt 5160s in the junk drawer somewhere downstairs. I might actually have a printer I could steal them out of somewhere downstairs, but I gotta go look. So, yeah. Okay, I think that's it for that. So we got the new power supplies in. That's the big thing I want to do, is get the new power supplies in, make sure they fit. So I'm just gonna have to get that, which is why this isn't a proper build stream today. Today's not a proper build stream day. It's a faff about day. Okay, so that's out of the way. That's done. What else are we gonna faff with? What else are we gonna faff with? What else? What are we gonna look at next? What are we gonna fiddle with next, guys? Put this back over here. Yeah, dang it. I'm pretty sure I have high volt drivers somewhere I could steal, but I gotta go looking. I gotta go looking now. There we go. Okay, what are we at anyways? Oh, it's only 9:30, shoot. CNC time? We got no room for the CNC out here. We got no room for the CNC out here. I mean, yeah, we don't got room for the CNC out here. I got to put this electric bike together though still, but hopefully the weather gets nice soon. Zombie Hedgehog. Hey, Zombie. Getting your shaker chips. I still don't know if I'm going to Rocky Mountain yet, I'll be honest. I'm trying to lock down a sponsor for it. But I've got a bunch printed. I still have a bunch from the last event in a bag somewhere. Opinion on PPS-CF. Have I tried it? I haven't tried it actually yet. I haven't tried it. I reached out to POLYMAKER about it a while ago and I don't know. I haven't needed it, so. Yeah, that's the old, I gotta add some new icons. That's the old channel logo. Gotta get the new ones set up. How's the Core 1 doing? Core 1's doing fine. I got the, I put the new bed on it. So I've got some upgrades on the Core 1 for my trip to China. We got the Panda Edge from Big Tree Tech. And then we also have the Cryo Grip, which works really good. In fact, it might work a little too good, but it does work pretty good with ABS. You just gotta drop the temps down. And then we do have a kit on the way. Prusa is sending over a kit for a Core 1, so we'll be building a Core 1 as well. So that'll be a fun series. I can't wait for that. A couple days ago, it looked like, yeah, it should be fun. That's one thing that like Prusa has nailed down, is their kit building experience is just good. They know what they're doing with their kits. It's the Frostbite. I think it's the Frostbite. It's the Cryo Grip. I think it's the Frostbite. You know, it says don't do ABS on it. I did ABS on it. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what not to do. Is there a rational benefit to the pen end to edge? It's a spatula. It's a spatula. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's got magnets in it, so I just stick it on the side of the Core 1. And it's got a thumb thingy so you don't actually shank yourself. And it actually is like pretty good at being a spatula, because you can change out the blade too. And it's aluminum. But I mean, like, I've had this since my tool shop days. It's just a cheap spatula. This has been my go-to spatula for spatulating things since like for the past 15 years of my life. And it's fine. It's one of those things, if you need to meet a certain amount to get your order for free shipping, throw it in your cart. Yeah. Very brittle. Yeah. Brittle plastics kind of are brittle. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Got that out of the way. We did that. We put that back together. Shoot, what are we gonna do for the next little bit? What are we gonna do? What are we going to do? That's half taken apart. I don't know what we're gonna do. What do you guys want to do? I'm not gonna dive into the box turtle or the ProForge build. Shoot, what are we gonna do? I don't know. What do you want to yap about? Screw sorting stream? I don't know. This desk is a mess. I do have to sort out a bunch of screws. This is a mess. I had this whole shelf clean and now it's a mess again. Screw sorting stream, no. We could just print. We could just print something. I don't have a V0 out here. I don't want to grab the Sovol off the desk. That thing's heavy. I mean, we could just call it early tonight. Could just call an audible and call it early today. Get some Benihanas or something. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, I found this. I was poking my head around in the attic. I haven't actually dug into it. But I found this. So there was some stuff in our house before we bought the house. And I found this a while ago, and I never really dug into it. And then I was moving stuff around and I found it again. I think it's a projector. Ripley's downstairs. Ripley is waiting on me to finish designing a case for it. And it's not Ripley, it's Alt. So this was in our attic in the garage out here. Oh wow, that smells old. Yeah, it is a projector. Yeah, so I found this upstairs in the attic above the garage with a bunch of Christmas stuff when I was doing the renovations out here, and I put it on a shelf, and then it just sat there, and then I found it the other day. Like, I'm like, what is this? Oh yeah, this is this. Is this? Oh, this is power cable. Made in the USA. Wow. Made in America. How does this work? How does this work? Super 8, 115 volt AC, 60 cycle only. Made in Canada. Lamp motor off. Okay, so that would go like that. And that would... Oh, wait, that would go like this. And then you would do that. Ah! Aha, but I only have one spool. Okay. Forward, reverse, forward. Hold down until film exits at a lower. This is really cool. Oh, this is a lens. This is cool. I love this analog stuff. Is this how you focus? Or does this come out? Am I unscrewing it? This is the lens? Oh, no, that is a lens. Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming that's how you focus it. That is little. So it's 8mm. It's an 8mm film. The auto load. I wonder if it actually turns on. I'm gonna plug it in. I'll plug it in and see what happens. I sold those when I worked at retail in the 70s. Oh, it just keeps spinning. Okay. Bell & Howell, 1-inch, made in Japan. Okay. What is it? Oh, this winds the tape. Okay. Forward, still, reverse. Forward, still, reverse. Okay. Oh, this comes off. Oh, we do have a light bulb in here. There is a light bulb in here. I don't know how that comes out. Use only DJL lamp. That's a fan. That's a fan. Sylvanus. Does it unscrew? How does the light come out? Okay, we're not going to touch that. Okay. That pivots. Oh, no, that pivots. Okay. Oh, so you would feed the film through that. And then you would lock that down. So the film through that. Okay. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Do not turn it on, the bulb will blow. Do not turn on, the bulb will blow. Do not turn on. Clean my fingerprints off the bulb. Do not touch the bulb. Oh. Okay, so should I wipe it down? Okay. How should I clean the bulb? I know I touched it. Like, are we talking just like a nice little rag and ISO? ISO? Okay. IPA? Okay. Let me put a glove on. Do I have any gloves left? Shoot, might be out of gloves. Be out of gloves. I'm out of gloves. Well, I will clean it with ISO. Grease will cause hot spots. Okay, well. There we go. Okay. There we go. A 150-watt light bulb. Damn. I don't know what this is. Okay. Auto load. I mean, worst case scenario, I am wearing glasses and it does have a shield over it. So. Like, it does have a metal shield, so. Here, we'll put this on here because I think this one, yeah, this one's, there we go. I wish I knew how this worked. This is so cool. This is so cool. Okay, I guess we plug it in now. It's off. So off, motor, lamp. So it's off. Okay. So just be aware, this is the same circuit the computer's on, so if I blow a fuse, I'll try and reboot the computer and be back as quick as I can. Oh, just in case. Uh-oh, where did I put it? Ah, there we go. Just in case. we do a little science. Okay. Plugged in. Oh. So if this is forward, you feel the fan. So now if I turn the light on, oh, you got nothing coming out of the front. Oh, there we go. Okay, it does project. It actually projects. Like, it actually does. Woo! That's bright. It works. Oh, that's got some heat. It's loud. You could see it shuddering. You could see it. I need to get some 8mm film now. This is 8mm. This is a Bell Howell Super 8. Like I only have the sprocket. I don't have anything to play on this. It's Super 8mm. Yeah, it's Super 8mm. Can you stream that? I don't think it has an HDMI out. Super 8 film. Like, you can buy Super 8 film still? Shit. Shop it. Yeah, you can buy Super 8 films still. I'm surprised this worked. So I found this in the garage when we got the house, and I just kind of put it on a shelf. I knew it was a projector, but I just like saw it on top of the fridge over there. I'm like, oh, hey, let's take a look. But yeah, I mean, it works. And like, you could see it. Like it doing the flashing and whatnot. That is cool. I don't know what this lever does. Oh, the framer. Oh, that probably... The fact that there's plastic on this, like this is hold down until film exits the lower sprocket. So how does the film go in? How does the film go in? Is there like a... you know how on cars you have the tension, like this is how you run the belt? There's something like that on this. Dude, I want to get my hands on some Super 8 film now. I want to get my hands on a Super 8 film now. Google the manual. Yeah, I'm sure the manual exists. I'm sure the manual has some stuff on it. Dude, this is cool. Like, this is... I gotta clean it up now. I gotta clean this. What's... I don't know why this keeps falling out, but this is so cool. This is cool. The fact that it works blows my mind. The fact that it works blows my mind. I'm sure there's like, because the problem is Super 8 doesn't have audio, right? There's no sound with Super 8, if I remember correctly. This doesn't have speakers, that's for sure. Well, it's not so much that it was built to last a nuclear winter. It's just that's how things were made. It's all stamped sheet metal and whatnot. There's nothing stopping you from making stuff like this anymore. It's just not economical. I am surprised. Like this is die cast. You can see it's die cast. Like this is a casting. This is an actual casting. And then this is all riveted in. Play a piano. What is it? It's a Bell and Howell Super 8. Bell and Howell Super 8. Auto load. Auto load. Is it worth anything? Oh. I mean, it's not worth a lot. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, so it's not exactly worth a lot of money, but oh, it's a 346 Bell and Howell Super 8 346. Somebody trying to sell it for $326 on Etsy. So the film goes there. So the film goes there, goes through there, down there, out there, and it just kind of goes underneath, I guess. I guess that's it. You would think this would go around that. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now I need to get some film. Now I need to get some proper film. Yeah, it's just, I found it in my attic. I was like I knew I had this. I just like, the things that I wanted to do on stream today didn't take as long as I thought it would. So I was just like, what else can we do on stream? What else can we faff around with to kill some time? And I'm like, oh yeah, remember I have this. And so I pulled it out. And voila, here we are. I am legit impressed. I am legit impressed with this. That it donate to the library. I mean, wow. I kind of want to keep it. Kind of cool. A spool winder out of it. I mean, you probably could. Like, actually, it'd be kind of a cool project to take one of these and put like a figure out how to turn it into like an LCD projector, like make it like a resto mod it. Like, you probably could resto mod this into something. Like, I'm sure if you were to gut this, you could put a computer in here, have it projecting out, like have this as a computer. That'd be a kind of cool little project to build a computer into this. Put a Raspberry Pi in it. Just have it. Because all the gears look clean. Like, everything looks pretty clean on this. Yeah, everything looks pretty clean. You can see the little teeth. It's actually pretty cool. You can see the, here. Hopefully it shows up on here. No, it will. Yeah, I don't know if this camera has enough focus. You can see the little teeth here. Grab the film to like feed it through so it lines up with the hole there. Look how small the exposure is. Look how small the what is it, the window or whatever it's called, the whatchamacallit is. Look how small that is. That ain't AP, that, like, I use APS-C for my cameras and that's not big. I mean, it's 8 mil. That is so cool. That's just so cool. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing stopping people from making stuff like this anymore, just so you know. Like, the whole, like, oh, you know, we don't make stuff like they do. They don't make stuff like this anymore because it's not economical to make stuff like this anymore. Like, this demand for this type of thing just doesn't exist anymore. It's times have changed. Super 8 was smaller than 8. Yeah, this is tiny. Like, it would be fun to take it apart. I'd be afraid of breaking it. Because I think it's all held together with... Are these even screws or are these rivets? I don't even know if these are screws. Are these screws? What size are these? Probably metric. Or, I highly doubt they're metric, I'll be honest. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I highly doubt they're metric. Highly doubt they're metric. Yeah, it's not as profitable. Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling these are it's all riveted together. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these aren't like screws. Like, these are screws. This is screwed on. That's, and that'll work. If they're for work, they will at last. Yeah. I mean, things are built differently, but it's just things change. Things change. What market demands are and what, like, things just change. Like, this whole thing is cast. This whole frame is cast. Yeah, that's just an extra piece that goes on. Jerry 3D, thank you for coming a member. Cheers and appreciated. Why does this feel like an episode of Hand Tool Rescue now? Are these screws even the same size? Ooh. Oh no, these are self-tappers. These are self-tappers. Yeah, like look at this plate, like come on, get in your hole. There we go. Okay. Please fold down. That's on the bottom. Okay, so we do have stuff on the bottom we could take apart. We have two screws. Is that it? There's a screw here and there's a screw here and that's it. Like, the fact that I'm seeing cardboard I don't know where the adjustment point is for that, but I don't know. That's pretty cool. I am legit surprised it works. I am legit surprised this works. Like, I'm actually kind of blown away the fact that, like, this has been chilling in a garage in an attic in Canada, subject to the elements for God knows how long, and it just powers up. I'm gonna have to turn this way. There we go. That's pretty cool. There was a knob that, oh, I see. I'm missing a knob here. I see. There's supposed to be a knob that goes right here. And this is chipped right there. So there is a little bit of corrosion, but there should be a knob there. I see. So that just kind of holds that. Still. That's pretty cool. That was a fun find. I'm surprised it still works. I am legit impressed that it still works. Super 8 camera. Kodak makes a Super 8 camera. Pelican case. Oh shit. Sign up to buy. How much is it? Ah! To eBay. Okay. So it would be kind of fun to get my hands on a Super 8 camera. Like, it would be kind of fun to film some Super 8 stuff. Because what was it? Epos Fox did a thing a couple of years ago. He went to a LTX and he recorded a bunch of stuff on a VHS. Like, he brought like a VHS camera and he recorded everything analog. And that was pretty cool. So it'd be kind of cool to record some stuff on a Super 8. The film is expensive. I mean, I bet it is. Super 8 film. Yeah, it's like $50. Color negative, color reversible. Yeah, it's like $90 for some Super 8 film. Exposures per, oh, that's a camera too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep an eye out over the next little bit to see if I can find like some Super 8 film that's like at a pawn shop or something. I'm sure there's like, where would you get Super 8 film at? Like a movie. There's got to be movies on Super 8. Not movies, but like, there's got to be like content on Super 8 you can buy. There's got to be. Super 8 movie? You want to get Star Wars on Super 8? Home movies. March of movies. I'm sure there's stuff you can find. I'm sure there's stuff you can find on Super 8. Laura and Hardy. That's cool. I'm surprised it works. I am legit impressed that this still works and it actually like works. Like works. Local library, maybe. That's cool. That's cool. Now I need to figure out what to do with this. So, okay, odds are we're probably not going to find some Super 8s, and there ain't no way in hell I'm going to buy a Super 8 camera and do all that. But like, what can I do with this now? But it's not worth a lot of money. It's not like this is a collectible thing and it's worth thousands of dollars. It's like $100. So what can I do with this that's cool? What can I do with this that's cool? Oh, somebody, yeah, I know what 70mm is. Yeah, I know what 70mm is. Nice, but I ain't got the budget for that. I don't have the budget to buy The Empire Strikes Back on Super 8 color sound. Where does the sound even come from? There's no sound on this. There's no sound on this. Filament respooler, might be able to put an LCD in front of it. Actually, it'd be cool. I wonder if, well, it'd have to be a damn small LCD. Because it's Super 8, right? Like it's, there is not a lot of room in there to put an LCD. sound on another machine and synchronize it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would, yeah, like a Super 8 film. And what do you do? This is cool. This is a fun little thing. Okay. It's heavy though. It's got some weight. Is it steel? Is the case steel? No. I think it's aluminum. I think that it's aluminum. It's probably aluminum. Actually, judging by the type of corrosion here, it might be a not magnesium, but like yeah, it might be aluminum. Yeah, it's definitely an alloy. It's definitely cast. It's definitely a cast frame. Five Ds of dodgeball. Okay, I think that's about it for the night. Anything else you guys want me to yap about, or do you guys want to do the giveaway? It's getting a little late, and I am eepy. I'm eepy. I gotta get everything ready for Bell and Howl 346. I think it's called. Yeah. So let's see if I can find any. Yeah. So this is it right here. So yeah. So I'm missing this knob. So note this movie is for illustration. Compact Super with a very rigid chassis on it that was flawless in my test. Please note it is not a dual format chart. It only accepts Super 8 film and the Japanese not old standard. Okay, so it only does Super 8. So real capacity 120 forward, 18 FPS, power source. I mean, look at this thing. This is cool. Yeah, so there's the filament, or the filament. So that goes there, comes down over, comes over, probably around that, underneath and out and up. That's just cool. And a lot of open one. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Okay, Billy, do you like movies about gladiators? Okay, I think we're gonna call it there. That was a fun little detour. Thank you for letting me indulge with that. I've had this for years and I've never plugged it in. We found it upstairs in the attic up here when we were cleaning it out. And I was like, oh, cool, an old projector. I opened it up, looked at it, went, cool. And then I put it up on a shelf over there, and it's been on a shelf over there for, I don't know, over a year. And I've never taken it down to look at it. And I was like, oh, okay. Now we have this. Okay. Let's do a giveaway. You guys want to do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway. Do a giveaway. Responses. Let's publish and that. Yeah, we're 10:15. Yeah, we'll do the giveaway now. Link to sheet. So we'll do the giveaway. I'll do a, you know what? I'll leave it open. I'll leave it open for a bit. Sorry. Let me accept responses. We're going to accept responses for it. We're going to do the last little bit I wanted to talk about was this week's show. So responses are still open. You can still enter. But what's going on this week? Box Turtle Tuesday is getting screwed over again because I'm going to be at Rapid. So Rapid is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know if I'm going to go for the Thursday because we'll see. Usually most Rapids are usually 2 days and you're good. But what is Rapid? It's a trade show. If you watch today's video on the channel, it's kind of the same thing. Only this is in Detroit instead of Shanghai, China. It's funny, 2 rapids in a month on different sides of the world. That's pretty cool. This one, I'm going to try and film some more actual interviews with the rapid. If you watch today's video on the channel and you're like, how come you didn't do any video content with these people or whatever? It's because they were probably going to be at this rapid, and the odds of having somebody who spoke fluent English is much better in Detroit. Simple as that. I tried filming a few segments with people at Rapid TCT or TCT Asia, and it was just kind of like, this would require a lot of editing to make it work, and subtitles and whatnot. I was like, I just did the video today is what you got, essentially, voiceover with a bunch of B-roll. So this one, I'm going to try and do some more proper interviews with a few people. I know a lot of people are interested with Bondtech in the Index. Luke's Labs there, I think. E3D's there. Prusa's there. Elegoo's there. Elegoo has a big thing too. I'm going to try and do a video with them. So there's a few people I'm going to be trying to do videos with. Next year is in Boston. Oh, that'll be cool. So the event itself, there's a whole thing there. Where is attend floor plan? There we go. Exhibitor list. Come on, come on. Come to Boston. I would love to go to Boston. I'm not driving to Boston though. So if you're wondering who's going to be there, these are all the people. There's a lot of people. Here's the floor plan. There's also AeroDef, which is like, what is AeroDef? It's like military. It's military stuff. Where's Raytheon, my beloved? But yeah, there's also AeroDef. But yeah, LDO gets their logo on it for some reason. Look at all these cool people. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot to look at. There's Lynn. Oh, I thought this was the chocolate people. I thought it was the chocolate people. EOS, Aditech. I think Bamboo has a pretty big booth. POLYMAKER has a pretty big booth. HP, Stratasys. Could have sworn I saw Bamboo had a, oh, Fadis, A-Gears, Massifit, 3DX Tech, Frozen, THK, heck yeah. Renishaw, heck yeah. Oh, somebody didn't show up. Or somebody canceled. Oop, I sounded clicking. Race 3D, Big Rep. Prusa Research by Joseph Prusa. I know those people. TCT Group, Airbuild, E+, Nano Dimension. Yeah, there's Velo. Much smaller booth for Velo this year. I wonder how they're doing. There's been kind of a, when it comes to the, Bondtech. There's been a bit of a, when it comes to metal manufacturing, there's been a bit of a, the market has kind of collapsed a bit. Like it, usually how it works a lot I've noticed is like when something comes out, you have a lot of companies. We noticed this in Canada when they made pot legal. Every mom and pop opened up a pot shop. But then like the market can't sustain that growth for that long, and people consolidate, that's the word. So I think we've seen a lot of that with metal 3D printing. A lot of companies have gone under or having to consolidate, and yeah. So this should be a pretty fun show. What's this? AM service providers. I don't know. Mamaki! So yeah, this should be a pretty good show. This is gonna be a good show. This is gonna be a good show. So it'll be a good show. Index, yep. I gotta find the Bondtech booth, and we gotta talk to them about that. Elegoo has their They're having, Elegoo apparently has a large format Centauri Carbon. So the Centauri Carbon is cheap and it's good. And a lot of people like it for print farms. And now they're coming out with a bigger version. And I know a lot of people that wanted the new Bamboo to just be a bigger X1. And it kind of is, but it's a lot of money for just a bigger X1. So if you just wanted a bigger printer, let's see what Elegoo's got cooking. Eason has a booth. I'll be like, guys, why'd you change the formula? Ugh. So yeah, so that is Rapid TCT. Is there a thing on DEF CON? That directory. Or AeroDef. It's called Aero. Is it AeroDef? AeroDef. AeroDef Detroit. Is this it? North America's most comprehensive gathering of manufacturing experts in land, air, and sea and space. Space. So who's going to be there? Exhibitor list. Oh yeah, this is just the whole thing. The whole thing's under one thing. Okay. Okay. Doesn't Elegoo, from my understanding, Elegoo is actually running their own firmware. I will speak to them about it because I know some people were wondering about it. But I will speak to them about it. But from my understanding and from what I've heard from other manufacturers in the industry, is Elegoo is, they did roll their own firmware. Kind of like how Bamboo did. Bamboo's firmware is Bamboo's firmware. It is not a fork of Clipper. My understanding is Elegoo is running their own firmware. They've got their own firmware now. So if it is a derivative of Clipper and they're violating the license, give them hell. They deserve it. Kind of like how Creality is doing right now with Creality OS, which is blatantly a Clipper derivative, and they refuse to follow the rules, and it's getting really annoying because it's like, I use the term I hope I'm rooting for Creality, but it's not as I'm rooting for them to do good. I'm rooting for them to be a healthy competitor. Like I really like, I don't work for any of these companies. I personally find it kind of weird when people simp for 3D printing companies, because it's like, you know, don't insult the multi-million-dollar company. I kind of find it weird when people simp for 3D printing companies when you don't work for them. Like if you work for them, I understand. Or if you're kind of in the industry, I kind of understand. But if you're just like, you bought a printer from a company and now you make it your life's work to defend them on Discord, it's kind of weird. Okay, let's do a giveaway. 247. Bottom. Let's do Waterfall. 247. Bots play. I simp for Voron. See, that's the thing, Sanity. Like, I have a bias towards Voron. I am on the Voron team. It's kind of hard to avoid that bias. Let's be honest, everyone has a bias. Like, everyone has a bias. You try to avoid the bias, or you do what I do, acknowledge it. I like Prusa as a company. They do things that I like. The way they operate as a company, I like. So I kind of, you know, I have a bias. It is what it is, but I disclose that. You know, I like Pantheon. They're a fellow Canadian. They're fellow Canadians. They're cool. You know, everyone has a bias. It's when you avoid disclosing the bias that you have a problem. And also, if you have a bias, you should be able to defend your bias. That's the big thing. I am biased this way because of these reasons. They are preferences. Everyone has preferences. It is what it is. But it doesn't mean you can't be objective. Okay. So how this works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER, but if I pick your ball, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament. This one right here. Serious Fox, if you win, you also get a free hat. Good luck. Remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel, it greases your ball up and makes it go even faster. Ducky, go down the hole. Come on, Andrew, you're in the lead. Hurry up, Andrew. Oh, oh, oh. People are, oh, are these little boosters? They are little invisible boosters. Row, row, row your boat gently down the, oh, they're bouncing people everywhere. Who's in? Thunder Keys is in the lead. Oh, is that the finish line there? Oh, shit. Oh. Is that the finish line? Oh, okay. Some people won. Raj D won. Is that just go? What is that? What is that? Oh, that's just a random. Okay. Raj D won. Congratulations, Raj D. Let me pull you up here. F Raj D. There you go. Okay. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from POLYMAKER. Congratulations, Raj D. There we go. Yeah, that was a quick one. That's what she said. Okay. So we're going to call it there. I don't have to pack for this weekend or for this upcoming trip, but I do have to get ready for it and whatnot. Make sure my camera's all charged and all that. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So yeah, so there won't be a stream. Obviously, there won't be a regular stream on Tuesday. I'll be at the event. I am going to try and stream from the event though. I don't know exactly when or what time or whatever, but I will try and do a kind of walk and talk live stream maybe at the event itself. We'll see how it goes. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And obviously there'll be some videos that come out from the stream or from the event as well over the next little bit. I am going to try and do a stream on Tuesday on the Twitch channel though, just because I think I have a couple hours free that I can sneak in a Twitch stream. So follow the Twitch channel. I linked it earlier, but Nero3D on Twitch. We'll play some more Detroit Become Human because I am invested in that game. And if anything happens to little Alice, Mama Kara is going to become a Terminator. So we're going to call it there. Shout out to POLYMAKER for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them in the video description below. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. And others like GamerSup, use the code Canuck, save 10% on your order. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. I'm Taylor, the Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. And I'll see you in the future. Goodbye. Chicken jockey.